3:56 p.m. Overcast. Main district of Tri-Mounts.
This is the third time you've paged to Pelops's personal log, Doctor. Any new discoveries?
Ala's coffee out to be pretty good.
I'm more interested in the agronoptic Frank has been using personally. I love a drink after work as much as the next, but all that fluid intake on the job's bound to cut up your train of thought. From the logs, Pelopsis keeps synchronized with us. We can tell that along with her, there is our other Rhodes Island partner operator, Elena, in the Rhine Labs energy section. Along with Rhine Labs Lunamayarts section director, Dorothy Franks. That's everyone caught up in this abduction by the pioneers. And practically simultaneously, Saria informed us Rhine Lab Ecological Section's director, Muses, went missing after she sent an SOS. There is no telling if she is currently alive or dead.
Are research jobs usually this high risk?
Welcome to Colombia. Sky high odds Rhine Lab is already in crisis if things are pushing Saria to ask Rhode Island for help. Lucky the landship's nearby, or else we'll be hard pressed to make an expeditious response. The kidnapping's gone down at a new site, about 100 or so clicks out from Tri-Mounts. But Calcit's concerned this has something to do with the experiments that got shut down a while back.
What do they do at that site?
The stuff they show to outsiders indicates your typical testing grounds, currently in the middle of construction. The Diabolic Crisis, Lock and Water Tank, the Lumber Yard. Each name means something to one of our Rhodes Island operators, and behind their fronts ties to hundreds of similar experiments. Most of these experiments have involved Originium's mutative effects on living beings' cells, and each one has been incredibly dangerous. In Colombia, more often than not, tech giants like Rhine Lab aren't going to participate directly in such high-risk experiments. They'll have a smaller-scale organizations carry them out on their behalf, hire a pioneer team, construct a suitable site out of the wasteland fringes of the city to execute their experimental work. In this case, Pelopsis is at Site 359, which is one of those.
I remember your previous work experience.
Work? I'm not gracing my time there with the word work. Those megacorps plagiarized what I created and applied it on all places that wasn't meant to be. See that billboard? About 50 meters out? Volko Koshinsky, automatic popcornatron for home. Faster, sweeter, every time. I still had a prototype sketch for the energy core on my terminal. It was supposed to be using automatic wasteland road cleaners at first, but my manager decided it will never sell as a product. He says, what kind of HR's company is spending on better equipment for pioneers? Brought my mind to Rhodes Island after that. Our course clearer team and the engineering's using the very latest model. I've long seen it coming, but Volko Koshinsky of Line Wrap. In the end, all these so-called tech firms are going to be destroyed by their own creations. Because they've never respected the creations themselves.
It's not some horrific test subject holding Pelopsis hostage, right?
Was that a laugh line, Doctor? Because what you said isn't sci-fi flick material or dumb joke. Chances are it's in tomorrow's news.
No wonder you and Logos makes a good team.
As a partner, Logos is pretty good. But can you give him a reminder, Doctor? If you could cut down some of his speechcraft, mission times would go down by at least 30%, and I could spend more time on my actual job. I'm processing the intel, Doctor. This is as much useful info as we have for now. I've already set the most important files to top priority on lookup. You can read the beta PRTS at any time.
Any more news?
Pelopsis' logs haven't been updated past this point. Device 9's data transmission should be more stable ever since Mayer adjusted it. So unless something physically happened to Pelopsis,
I'm getting concerned for her.
Silence will notify us of any developments at the site as they happen. Saria's copied the info. She'll be rendezvousing with us in an hour. Doctor, any other proposal for the time we have left?
Go to where Muses hit trouble. Take a look.
I'm a mechanist. I'm no detective's assistant.
And I'm just an Iridium researcher. You're the only one I can count on, mechanist.
Alright, Doctor. In that case, we move now. Here's hoping I'm back at the landship by tomorrow. My beloved workbench.
(6:47 p.m. Overcast. Test site 359. Observation station, Tri-Mounts outskirts.
Anything new with the people on site?
Nothing, officer.
You shot word to your director Clooney or whatever it ran, right? When exactly will he be here?
Director Clooney is in a meeting right now.
Meeting? You're telling me he's still in a meeting? What kind of meeting's more important than his employees' lives? Damn it! Give me those binoculars.
Okay.
You don't think those pioneers are gonna follow through, do ya? Let me tell you, they will. Push them enough, and they'll do any frickin' thing.
So, you mean our colleagues at the site could be in mortal danger?
Who are you?
Olivia Silence, Rhinelab researcher and Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals partnered medic operator. This is my colleague from Rhodes Island, Mr. Gray with the engineering department.
Hello, I'm a Rhodes Island electrical engineer, but I'm still interning.
Rhodes Island? What kind of useless crap does that company do? Forget it. Save the explanation. One day passes in Tri-Mounts and a barge of fresh company names unloads out of the sewers. You're Rhinelab, right? Got any pull in the office?
Pull? Ma'am, I'm not too sure what you mean.
Forget it. I knew you wouldn't be in charge. You strike me as one of those eggheads swimming books types, like the hostages they've got. You guys and those guys might as well live on different planets.
I heard there were pioneers working at this site.
Pioneers. The name rings too nice for anything except billboards. And I know better than anyone what kind of people they are. Convicts, gamblers, infected who can't stick the medical fees. Nothing to lose by the time they went out to the wastes.
Excuse me? Could we try and talk to them? You might have realized already, but Dr. Silence and I are both infected. We are in a place to understand the situation.
Rhinelab makes stupid cash, doesn't it? So does Rhodes Island or whatever. You've got these, let's say, well-intentioned companies paying your insurance premiums. That's the key thing. That's why you can shut up about understanding them.
Premiums? Which part exactly is?
It's the way things work here in Columbia. A policy aimed at infected. Ma'am, please trust us. Rhodes Island is a pharmaceutical corporation dedicated to addressing infected issues.
Addressing issues? If I gave you a crossbow and told you to square away those kidnappers from here, would you do it?
I couldn't. I'm a doctor.
What about him?
Me? No. I don't think we've reached the point where we have to resort to violence.
And it looks to me like you two can't have much at all.
No sign of anyone coming, sir.
They're playing it cool.
Say, you think the Megacorps might not, care if their hires die? What with those two being infected and all?
Don't give me that. Infected aren't subhuman or nothing. At the very least, we don't want to treat each other like that.
Alright. Say that on the Pioneer recruitment ads too.
We'll count our lucky stars the ads ain't all lies then. Would you kindly drop the communicator, Dr. Bika?
He said drop it. No funny business.
All right. I'm putting it down. Please don't hurt us.
Sir, you're sending messages.
Bring me those comms, Sam. Only half typed. Didn't get to send anything yet. These are our exact coordinates. You want them to send a drone in or something? Let me give you another idea. Change this to an SOS. Send it to your tutor, your manager, whoever. Tell them I'm waiting, and my patience is running out.
What exactly are you after?
Well, that's wicked simple, Doctor. Me and my friends here, we all just want to leave this place alive. That's all.
Director, finally you're back. Can you spare a moment?
You're, Ben. Ben from Structure?
You remember my name?
Call me Ferdinand. My whole director, Sir Rhinelab, and all.
Sir Ferdinand?
My next meeting is in 10 minutes, and I can spare you 7 of those.
Alright, thank you. Sir, do you know where the control is right now? I've got Structural's application for equipment purchases here. Control was supposed to give her an answer 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from her. Structural's having to spend a lot of its experiments right now.
Give me the form. Alright, go procure.
Did you just sign? The handbook says large-scale equipment purchases this expensive have to go through Control.
How long have you been with Rhine Lab? Just a couple of months?
Yes, sir. I reported a month ago.
See this site in front of you?
Huh?
Isn't it monumental? 15 years ago, this place was still a wasteland. Not in a single nomadic flight yet. You wouldn't see Rhine Lab on a fold-out of tri-mounts back in those days. Meet Parvis for tea if you get the chance. You got a lot to learn, Ben. You won't find it in your handbook.
Alright, got it, sir.
Well, look at that. I still have 4 minutes left.
How often do you call me when it's lights out, Ferdinand?
Olheyak, are you done with everything I asked?
Mm-hmm. At least 3 empty seats for Rhine Lab's directors meeting today.
No, that's not enough.
Oh? Which director's next? Are you finally fed up with the old goat behind the chimeric organism experiments? Or do you want the dreamer at the test site to never come back?
Word is Rhodes Island's people went to the site. Experiment's almost complete, and I don't want anyone getting in the way before it's done. Understood?
You want me on site?
No need for that.
How cruel. Your assistant's one of the hostages, isn't she? I saw that Elena girl once. She's as pretty as she is hardworking. I had a feeling you'd like her.
He's with energy. She can wrangle the pioneers. You keep an eye on developments in the city. It's unlikely Rhodes would only send 2 operators to the site. Don't forget, Sarkaz had a line to them all this time.
Oh, you're defense director again.
Sarkaz already stalled our experiments long enough. Both the Colonel and I are running short of patience. Remember, they can't find anything this time.
This is the place, Doctor. The last message we got from Sarya was sent from this alley.
Looks normal to me.
There's hundreds of these alleys in Tri-Mounts.
Seems like Miresoll chased here.
If she wasn't being pursued, she'd never choose to set foot in this alley. No matter who it was, acting in the open streets would have obviously been too risky.
Zarya gave me a report on Miresoll's once.
Right. Search complete. Ability to manipulate water molecules. Would that be energy conversion type or matter restructuring type in terms of our Lunamayarts? No matter which principle it is, it's powerful at a glance. Water molecules. No flows visible to the naked eye. Even more interesting, experimental research folks and us mechanists are alike. Our power of observation are usually razor keen. If it fooled even Silence and Mayer, then it's not your ordinary arts illusion.
Miresoll is basically fight and flight in one.
There is a couple of scorch marks on the ground. Not very wide range. Whoever did it, all signs point to some kind of technical equipment used to heat the air surrounding Mulsis. Considering her arts are heavily dependent on water molecules, her opponent must have known her very well.
As well as we do.
You mean... they might be right inside there too? Doctor, watch out!
I was almost well done there.
That was an energy weapon. Shot from deep inside the alley. Enemy's only 30 meters from us, give or take. And getting closer. Doctor, you want to stay behind me. Defense system active.
Think we're in an ambush?
Doctor, I've never seen this model of power armor before. It's new. Without testing, I can't tell you exactly how destructive any weapon hooked up to this could get. And by that, I mean we need a change of plans. Escape system active. Now get on my back! I can't believe it. I had signal interference active and everything. Even Closure's own latest drone gen wouldn't detect our location. What sensory tech is this power armor using?
You can paralyze it?
I don't want to draw attention. Hold on tight, Doctor. 10% power. Aim. Bingo. Zero damage to the right arm plating detected. No reduction in speed. Showed no signs of slowing when hit either. Who's in that suit? Do they not feel pain? Damage to left arm. Damage to lower right leg. Doctor, it's not reacting to damage at all. If you want to stop it, I'll need to paralyze its power cord in one shot. Come on, this makes no sense. Even the most well-trained soldier wouldn't have this much tolerance.
You're right. By mere fact of living, no individual can wholly suppress their most basic nervous responses.
A hand smashes through the power armor's core. Countless mechanical fragments burst out like fireworks, just as the blood of a fellow life form would. Without no time to waste, the hand pulls out. The mecha fragment extracted by her sheer force turns into dust, together with the pure white plating covering her 5 digits. It all drifts down to the floor, where it forms a paper-thin calcium crystal layer. Power armor lies on the ground, the heat of its energy snuffed, a clean hole left through its torso.
You pierced that power armor's core barehanded? That's a might of mights, and definitely a lot quieter than my defensive cannon. Doctor, looks like the Bureau of Virginia or whatever will be taking us for attempted bombing today.
I do not want new criminal records for Rose Island. Thanks for that, Zarya.
No need, Doctor, Mechanist. I'm the one getting Rhodes Island involved in Ryan's internal affairs. I have a duty to ensure you don't come to any harm.
Ferdinand was right on the money. Rhode Island's people have already found Zarya.
Should we maintain pursuit, ma'am?
If I stuffed you inside that power armor just now, do you think you would survive? Relax. Just an hypothetical.
Ma'am, no matter how powerful Zarya is, there's only 3 of them. We've got them way outnumbered and outgunned with our secret weapon.
Underestimate the enemy at your own peril. Haven't you been round Rhyme Lab enough to learn? The punier a scientist looks, the harder she might just pulverize you.
Yeah, you mean that mechanist? Or the professor-looking one with the hidden face? They can't be stronger than Ryan's defense director, right?
Rhode Island. They've got talent for days. Let's go. I'm in love with that hypothetical just now, and I've got a few new ideas I want to try out.
Good evening, Colonel.
Looney, give me a round on what's going on at the site.
Just minor boat rocking. You know how hard it is for pioneers to be satisfied. No matter how generous you get with their terms. Initiative is their strong point, and it forms the basis of Columbia's endless expansion. But sometimes it carries with it a little hassle.
So, it's a hassle. Unhassle it then. I want to see the results you promised, not Ryan Lab in the gossip rags. Remember, you aren't the only tech company in Columbia.
Understood. Rest assured, Colonel, Ryan Lab's products will not let you down.
Sir, we got a whole crew running out of this now. They say your plan's hopeless, that nobody's gonna listen to us. We can try everything we want. We'll never get our voices out. They're also asking who cares what Ryan Lab's up to. Like, We just need to get this work done sooner. Get our money, move into the next place and keep going. As for the other guys who went missing, well, their luck just ran out. The pioneer teams out in the deep waste see a lot more dead every year than we do anyway.
I get it. Tell them to just hold on a little longer. I'll bring our people back.
So, what's your plan?
I'm gonna head out for a bit.
Out? Isn't that too dangerous? If the cops send sharpshooters, they might just be waiting for you to come out.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
What? You're keeping your head together, right?
A police sharpshooter, right? Might just be an old friend of mine. Crack shot with a crossbow. If this is how it's gotta be, it's not gonna hurt too bad.
Honey,
Dr. Abika, Dr. Moore, I need you to come out for a walk.
You can drop the pretense. Do we have a choice here?
Afraid not. Keep your chin up. Once the folks outside get to see the score, maybe they'll change their minds. Open up to taking our demands seriously.
Officer, we got movement. Drones, prepare to fire.
No. Hold your fire.
Officer?
We can't hurt the hostages. You, Dr. Silence over there.
Is there a development, ma'am?
Take a look through the binoculars. Are those two your colleagues behind the Pioneer?
Sir, the comms lit up.
Give it. Knew it'd be you.
I could say the same thing.
You, made the rank, right? Didn't get the chance to congratulate you. Who knew you'd stay at that precinct so long? You keep getting all this hassle from the frontier.
And I never thought you'd end up so depraved. You still remember any of those classes you took? Your law courses? You still remember the shit you said to me the day I joined the force? That's great. We'll be partners again. It'll be just like all those games we played as kids. We'll protect Columbia's peace, bring the bad guys to justice. How's that irony? You're bad guy number one right here and now.
Mary.
It's all that crap you boys are holding. Homemade weapons? Drop those things before you embarrass yourselves anymore. You degraded yourself this far, but you still have an option. One final option. Let those two innocent ladies next to you go.
No. That's not in the cards for now.
Damn it, you're inching over the cliff here. Sure, the government lets a criminal join the Pioneers if he doesn't want to do hard time. But if you break the law again out on the frontier, what charges does that buy you? Answer me, Counsel.
Don't call me that, Mary. I'm begging you.
You're trying to guilt trip me. Yeah, I feel guilty now. Guilty I let you go when you broke into my house. Should have hauled your ass straight to the station.
That was a long time ago. I mean, I'd only just... I'm sorry. I've always been sorry about that. But this time, I have a reason for doing all this. You have to hear me out. Please.
Sir!
What?
The dog. Jeez.
Doc Moore?
Configuration. Error. Entering. Power save mode.
Oh, shoot. Joyce!
What's happening to her, Doctor?
You can tell. She's having an attack.
What? Is it Oropathy? Come on, I got her. There's a drug for her, right? I can't do the injections. Come on, she looks like hell. I got this first aid treatment band Ryan gave us. This does something for Oropathy flare-ups, right? I put it on her.
You're willing to give your own emergency cure device to Joyce? If you hand her that band, your odds of survival go down significantly on the off chance you get a sudden attack.
The dog's been good to us all this time. I don't want anything to happen to her.
You say, as the ones who kidnapped me and Joyce.
We never wanted to do you dirty. I'm sorry. We're just a bunch of selfish nobodies.
Are their comms still going? Ma'am, would you mind giving me permission to talk to the pioneers? The Libri experiencing an attack is my colleague and my good friend. More important still, I am her attending physician. I want to gather her situation from the pioneers. Judging by their reactions, they clearly aren't unconcerned for her.
Go nuts. But you don't have much time. I just got orders from on high. If the pioneers refuse to cooperate for another 10 minutes, we'll cut all comms to the test site, along with all power to their living quarters.
You cut the electricity? Day-night temperature swings are massive in the Barrens. They'll be freezing by midnight. And there's several late-stage neuropathy patients among the pioneers. They need medical facilities to live.
I know. That's what makes this a warning. They need to know how serious Ryan and the police are here. All their protests and demands have to be founded on a legal basis. Once they take the criminal route, nobody's gonna hear them out.
But aren't you friends with that pioneer leader?
Friends. The moment he abandoned himself, there was nothing left to say.
How is she?
Real-time blood crystal densities dropping. Eye movement indices are still highly irregular.
Eye movement? Indices?
Due to her erypathy's focus lying in the brain, any fluctuation in her condition will impact her nervous system, cause her to fall into a deep sleep, and go so far as to trigger epileptic attacks.
Huh? Who's there?
The comms are still open.
Hello, sir. I'm Joyce Moore's attending physician. My name is Silence.
Doc Silence?
Firstly, I'd like to offer you my thanks. Joyce's condition has only stabilized so quickly with your aid and that of the other pioneers.
You're gonna thank us kidnappers? Huh?
In return, and please trust me when I say this, I truly wish to assist you. We still have 5 minutes before your comms and power to your living quarters are simultaneously cut.
Sir, we've got a blackout.
It seems they've acted ahead of schedule.
Don't sweat it. Gotta appreciate you for being willing to warn us.
I gathered from Ma'am Mary that you'd like a dialogue with Rhine Lab's upper management. Can I ask why that is?
I wanna beg them to stop the experiments they're doing here.
To what?
You're a good doc. Same as Doc Moore here. But something tells me stopping a project this big's out of your hands. Can you tell the Rhine Lab boss that this experiment is seriously wicked dangerous?
Sir, do you have any proof?
Even if I did, would you believe me? A lone pioneer at the end of his rope?
Officer, we're all set. We can cut the site's comms at any time.
Wait for Doc Silence to finish.
But the director's demanding immediate...
Sorry, what police rank does your director hold? Remind me. Tell frickin' Ferdinand that saving people is my job. I'm not taking him on a ride along here.
The director's been in contact with the commissioner, officer. They drew up this plan together.
Director Ferdinand? I never imagined defense would fall under energy's purview.
Uh-huh.
If Ferdinand feels that structural is his rule too, then I would not mind resigning from Rhine Lab, effective immediately.
Joyce! Joyce!
Is she asleep?
She's lost consciousness. If we don't get her a treatment in time, she'll experience brain death before long.
Sir, I am preparing to enter the site now. I understand your concerns, so I would like to reassure you I will not be carrying any weapons.
Don't do anything stupid, Doctor!
I know full well what I am doing. Sir, I will not allow any police officers nor defense personnel to follow me.
Researcher Silence, I will report your conduct to the director Director Parvis!
I am entering test site 359 under my status as Rhodes Island operator,
Me too.
and my electrical engineering colleague will accompany me. We will provide medical services free of charge to the uropathy patients on site, not just for my friend, but for all of you. I do not care what choices Rhine Lab makes in the wake of this. I only know this. Treating the infected is constant to the Rhodes Island Code of Conduct.
Hey, just coming in to remind y'all to subscribe to make sure to stay up to date with the lovely people involved with Voice Nights. Would be quite the shame if you missed out on such a thing. See you soon.